Hey guys, it's me, some random guy on the internet, back to give you my opinion that you didn't ask for. Dragon's Dogma 2 recently released. I've put about 30 hours into the game so far and wanted to share my initial impressions as well as a few things I wish I had learned earlier. So let's hop right into it. Dragon's Dogma 2 is an open world ARPG. This well crafted world has secrets around and under every corner. Its harsh environment is literally trying to kill you at just about every turn. It has a functioning day night cycle, with well represented lantern light leading you into pitch darkness. The monsters are much tougher at night. Luckily, the game provides our meat sack brains with an in game clock. You probably just never realized it was right in front of your nose. On the pause menu, the dial around the map is the clock, and it rotates counterclockwise, the current time's at the top. This should help save you from some early game messes. Let's quickly talk about the save files you have available. Two of them. One you can force and autosave on. The other is the last in save. Be extremely cautious when clicking load from the in, especially if you don't know exactly when the last time you used an in was. It will literally erase anything you have done since the last time you visited an inn, and there's no turning back. As you explore the world, you will stumble across caves, statues, and rift stones. Rift stones can be used to switch out your pawns at will and will be invaluable as you start to explore the combat and pawn system. Some of the rift stones will poop out a pawn when discovered. These recently ejected pawns can be quite a few levels higher than you are and have 0 RC cost when found like that. There happens to be one under the bridge right outside the northeast Vernworth exit, leading into the farms. And on the opposite bank, there's a small cave that leads down a tunnel to some hidden treasure. Dragon's Dogma 2's combat has a very visceral feeling to it. It's not a super fast hack and slash. It has a combat system that appreciates you taking your time, being a little methodical, and actually thinking about what actions you're going to take, as opposed to just spamming light attack and eating enemy damage to your face. I started playing on mouse and keyboard. It felt a bit clunky for me and just not that satisfying. So I dusted off a PS5 controller and plugged it in. I must say, to me, it felt much better. Maybe Capcom's tip at the beginning of the game was right. Either way, I didn't look back. I'm really enjoying the multiple playstyle options and the way each vocation plays differently. I highly encourage you to try out all of the vocations early. Anytime you switch for the first time, the game provides you a basic starter set of the gear, so you don't have to sweat blowing a lot of money to test things out. You also really do not need to buy a 20k weapon just to get a couple of ranks in a vocation, especially just outside Vernworth City area. The reason you want to get a couple of ranks into different vocations for you and your main pawn is to firstly make sure you're playing something you enjoy, but also to unlock the vocation's augments. The augments, once unlocked, can be used on any vocation afterwards and provide some very useful bonuses along the way to round out your builds. The pawn system in Dragon's Dogma 2 is quite unique. I highly encourage you to experiment with different main pawn vocations as well as party compositions. I wasn't sure about the system at first, but allowing you to change up the entire composition of the party literally whenever you want allows for not only some unique NPC interactions and comments, but also really helps you prepare for the vocation changes. Currently, I'm enjoying the Archer and Spearhand, and I'm about to experiment with the Magic Archer. Tell me in the comments which vocation is your favorite so far. There are also some players that figured out, if they are not planning on using the inn for a while, that setting a 10k reward for their pawn quest for a simple task like giving their pawn some flowers or camping at a few different sites lets other players renting that pawn complete the spawn quest very fast and swap it out for another with a similar reward. Numerous people can receive the reward you put in, so this is an ingenious player-invented gold farm. So if you want to be a bro, set your pawn quest with a 10k reward and set the mission to acquire item and ask for some flowers or a roborant and pay it forward to the community. I want to take a moment to thank all the recent subscribers and words of encouragement. I greatly appreciate it. Let's keep the train rolling, so grab that like button with both hands and throw it off a cliff like a pawn you don't like, or just click it and smash the subscribe button. I'm keeping this one short, so let me know in the comments. What's your favorite location? How have you been enjoying the game? What other game genres do you guys enjoy? So I can keep focusing on videos that you all find relevant. Never leave a city without camping gear, and I'll see you on the next one.